The month of March is dedicated to colorectal cancer awareness. And since today is the 11th, we have another story of a brave Arkansan conquering cancer. An estimated 150,000 Americans will be diagnosed with this disease just this year alone, according to the CDC. And it's for those people that a Little Rock man is sharing his message of hope so that they too might win their fight against cancer.
We probably wouldn't be talking here today if I wouldn't have followed my intuition. I firmly believe that.
Mark Bramer credits his intuition with saving his life more than 5 years ago. He noticed some new and troubling symptoms that led him to his doctor's office.
So I went to my doctor. Doctor said, "Oh, you probably have hemorrhoids. We'll check and do a colonoscopy next year when you're scheduled." And I said no. I said, something tells me we need to go ahead and do the colonoscopy.
Bramer was 49 at the time, a husband, father, and successful businessman. He was determined not to ignore his gut feeling that something inside him just wasn't right. I asked about his reaction when he learned that he did in fact have rectal cancer.
I wasn't necessarily surprised, but when when I was told I had cancer, it set me back. You know, I couldn't say the word cancer.
He remembers telling his wife right away, but waiting until he knew a little more before telling his then 18-year-old daughter. His cancer was stage 2, so he began to look for a hospital that met his conditions.
What was important to me was finding doctors that I was comfortable with, doctors that had faith, doctors that would work together as a team.
That team included Dr. Jonathan Laurier, a surgeon, professor, and division chief at the Colon and Rectal Surgery Department of UAMS. Dr. Laurier says the plan to attack Mark's cancer went well, so well that Dr. Laurier chose to perform a smaller surgery than he initially planned.
He had his chemo and radiation up front. He had a pretty good response. So instead of doing major surgery, we decided to do a smaller surgery because there was just a scar left and we wanted to make sure that there was no cancer left behind. And so I was able to go in and just remove the scar.
For Mark Bramer, the screening confirmed what he says he already sensed on his own. Now that his journey with cancer is over, he has what many people might consider a surprising perspective of why it happened to him.
I was given cancer for a reason, and part of it's what we're doing today. I know that God was telling me that I need to tell my story and to help others.
Bramer is more than 5 years out from his diagnosis, but you can be certain if he should ever have another gut instinct, he'll be listening and hopes other people will listen to theirs.
The important part, listen to your body. Take health care into your own power. Do your research. When you feel something strange, we don't like going to the doctors. We don't like to take the time out of our day, or we just don't like to do it, or we don't want to realize that, there could be something. The earlier you find something, the better your results are going to be.
As for screenings, the American Cancer Society recommends people at average risk of colorectal cancer begin at age 45. If you're unsure of your risk category, your primary care provider can do an assessment for you.